connect with the management of HSIL. Mr. Sandeep Somany is now joining in to talk about the demerger scheme as well as their overall plans for expansion going forward. Thanks for taking the time out and being with us on ET Now. Let's begin by talking about your demerger scheme. What is going to remain in HSIL's kitty post this demerger, and how will it help enhance your focus?
So, as you know, we have filed the demerger scheme with the stock exchanges and we are waiting for the approval. It's a process which might take, including approaching the courts, it might take anywhere between 6 to 8 months. But basically it entails the one company, HSIL Limited, being split into 3 companies, including HSIL. The packaging division remains with HSIL Limited, all the 3 businesses that we have in packaging. The manufacturing of the building materials remains with HSIL Limited. A company is formed called Somany Home Innovation Limited, which encompasses our consumer product division and our retail division Evoke. As you know, our consumer business is growing at about 70–80% a year. Its products are doing extremely well. And this company, Somany Home Innovation Limited, will have a 100% subsidiary beneath called Briloka, which encompasses our which encompasses our building materials and our pipes business. And they will do the front end development of the market, the sales, the marketing, the supply chain, all that remains there. So this makes us a very focused entity with very sharp focus on their respective businesses. We expect it to, give us greater growth, and we also expect it to be a more aggressive entities going forth into the market once the demerger is completed.
So given the sharper focus and better alignment of businesses and customers, what kind of growth can we see on the top line and the EBITDA? Do you expect Somany Home and Briloka going forward versus these businesses to improve their growth versus these businesses? And will you be able to do better than the kind of run rate that you maintained earlier?
Well, that is the expectation. So we expect Somany Home Innovation will, over a period of time, so I'm not giving details of a specific year because these are new companies, but we believe that Somany Home Innovation should be able to continue to grow its business at 30–50% per year growth. Briloka should be able to grow 20% per year over a period of time, if you consider the next 3 to 5 years. So they will both continue to grow very strongly and hopefully at much higher rates than what we have currently.
Right. Somany Home also, there's innovation which is expected to apply for listing on the bourses as well. Any target date for that, and what are the other approvals awaited before the demerger becomes effective?
So we have, as I said, filed before the BSE and the NSE. Once we get their approvals, which includes approvals from SEBI, we filed the scheme with the NCLT, which is the equivalent of the High Court in the past years. And the NCLT calls a meeting of the various, people affected by the demerger and gets a concurrence of and a view of all the people, particularly bankers. In our case, we are very confident that that is not a problem at all because the company is in extremely good health with all its accounts up to date. It's a very well rated company, and from a financial point of view, we are doing very well. So the normal procedure would be to time period would be anywhere between 3 and 6 months, and subsequent to that, once the entities are formed, the listing take place very quickly. The Somany Home Innovation Limited will be listed both on the NSE and the BSE.
Right. You're also foraying into pipes as well as caps and closure businesses. What's the rationale and what growth do you then see from these businesses per se?
So the closures business, our plant has already gone into production sometime towards the end of February this year. It's a forward integration into our bottles business. As you might know, we are India's second largest manufacturers of glass containers, and these are very specialized closures that we are now making. We hold 3 global patents on these closures, and these are products to make sure that high value food and drinks are not counterfeited. So it's a very important product for the safety of the consumer and to ensure that he or she gets genuine products. This is a high growth business, and that is why we have identified it. It's very high growth and also very high technology. The pipes business, the plants have gone to trial production, and this is the CPVC pipes and also some amount of PVC pipes. This is a allied business. It gels very well with our building materials business, as a lot of the distribution is common, and as also a lot of the specifiers who specify the pipes are already specifying our sanitaryware and our faucets and our showers, so which are under the Hindware brand. The pipes have been launched under the brand True Flow by Hindware. So we believe both these businesses will be growth businesses for us.
And what about the industry? Because reports say that growth is being witnessed in the last 3 to 4 months. Do you think that this would be on account of the low base, or is there actually an underlying improvement in demand according to you?
I think post GST there was a slowdown in the building materials business because of the various distributors and dealers adjusting to GST and putting their books in order. I think that period has now gone in terms of the time required for them to settle. Most are quite well settled now, and there is underlying growth in the business. And I think going forward, it will improve further.
Okay. Since we have you with us, have to understand what's the key difference that you witnessed in the industry, the post-demonetization and GST era. Has there been a significant shift to the organized space? Also, has the real estate space adjusted now post the RERA adjustment?
So I think the process of conversion from the unorganized to the organized is a long drawn out process. It will not happen overnight, but we definitely see signs that there will be a gradual shift because of the implementation of GST from the unorganized to the organized sector, and I think that will take maybe a year or 2 years for the actual shift to make a significant difference, but the shift has already started.
We wish you all the very best. Thanks for giving us a heads up on the overall demerger process, as well as what's going on with the company in terms of your expansion plans, the underlying demand trend as well. HSIL saying that the demerger process could take anywhere between 3 to 6 months, but the growth for Briloka, that is seen at about 20%. Okay, that's what's going on with the management of HSIL.